astaghfirullah, seeking Allah's mercy after every single prayer. Why? Because of that possibility of what? Of deficiency that is very, very possible. So the second one is for the action that doing it. Now here is an act of worship. Now here it is an action that doing it, right, or abandoning it was better than doing it. That's what the second one. So one has to what? Has to put himself into accountability in regard to that. Number 3. أن يحاسب نفسه على أمر مباح أو معتاد. One is to be also holding himself accountable for those actions that are mubah. طيب, that are mubah. What is mubah? What is mubah? You giving me a translation. We passed that level. What is mubah? What is mubah? No, you give me an example, which is a good example. But what is mubah? He gave me a translation from Arabic to English. I'm not looking for a translation.
Action that's not haram, but it's dealt.
It is?
Dealt.
Right, you good, but I'm looking for more into a reward aspect, right? Which is the truth, right? But for more in a rewardful aspect, Adam.
Recommended. Action that is recommended, highly recommended. It is rewarding when you.
Mubah. Mubah and mustahab are two different things. Mubah, naam ibn, redeem yourself.
Whether you do it or not, you won't be rewarded.
Very good. Whether you do it or not, you won't be rewarded. Or no, you won't be held accountable for not doing it. Right? Give me an example. Abdullah. An action that you do it or not, it's not gonna be. You will not be rewarded. No, you will be sinful. Yes. Huh? Eating. Right? Eating what? Some ceebu jën bu weex, am tuuti bëgëj. Yeah, buying a car. You know, speaking on this microphone, or having a ghutra, or having things. You know, huh? Yeah, having something like. But he might be that might be slightly different. You know what I'm saying?
He said eating good. That doesn't apply.
Eating.
Eating good can be a worship.
No, but no, the action itself, though. Right? The action itself, just the action, it is permissible. Meaning, it's not act of worship. Just the action itself.
As far as eating good.
No. Just eating. I mean, whether good or junk.
Huh? I'm talking about this based on the ayah to eat from the good food and not from the.
Right, but now here, it is not the aspect of eating that makes it a worship, but the intention behind it that makes it a worship.
Yeah.
Because if a kafir eat from what is good, pure, is it a worship?
No.
If a Muslim eat from what is good just because I want to be on diet, I want to be cut, I want to be, right? I want to be like Abdullah, mashallah. I want to be, strong, for instance, right?
No.
That is. But if the person, he said, this is, alhamdulillah, I'm intending to eat because number one, Allah commanded us to eat from that which is pure and lawful, tayyib. And also I'm eating it so I can get strong to, alhamdulillah, worship Allah Ta'ala. That, on that end, it become a worship. And this is, if you look at it, the Shaykh, he say another word. He say, amrun mubah aw mu'tadin. Or from the matters of the aada, the customary actions. Right? So one also has to interrogate himself in those matters that are mubah, meaning doing it or not doing it, you won't be held accountable or you won't be rewarded, right? Likewise, the matters that are customary, right? Customary things. Doing it and not doing it will not be barakallahu fikum and be held accountable unless it is something in it that is not permissible. Right? For believe it, alhamdulillah, a person's culture, some of them, he has to let go. Some of them he has to let go. Some of them he has to purify. Some of them he can keep it. Persons, everybody's culture. Some of them you gotta let go. Limada? Because it is mukhalif. It is in opposition of the deen. Some of them you gotta purify it. Some of them you gotta purify it, meaning you gotta make it in accordance to the religion. Some of them you can keep because, alhamdulillah, it is from the permissible matters. طيب. So here he mentioned a person has to put himself into check in those actions that are mubah or that are from the customary actions. Lima fa'alahu. Why did he do this? Why did I do this? وهل أراد به الله. Is he intended? Shuf, now here is the point. Is he intended Allah's face? Is he intended Allah in it? وَالدَّارُ الْآخِرَةِ. And is he intended the reward of the hereafter? Right? So it is an act that is what? Eating, drinking tea, or drinking coffee, or drinking hot chocolate. It's no difference. It is permissible. It is doable. It is a person can deal with that, can do it. But now the question is, he asked himself, when he was doing it, was he intended the face of Allah? Was he intended the reward of Allah? Was he intended the Darul Akhirah, which is the paradise? What was his intent? He say, فَيَكُونُ رَابِحًا. And upon that, with that intention, now he will be rewarded. فَيَكُونُ رَابِحًا. Now he had made a good trade, a good bargain. Right? He has made a profit. Right? He had made a good profit. فَيَكُونُ رَابِحًا. Now he had made a good bargain by doing that action that normally you will not be rewarded for just doing it. But because of now you intended the face of Allah, you intended the Darul Akhirah, now you will be what? You have made a good bargain. You have made a good bargain. Mathalan, a person need to go from A to B. He go him and buy him a car. It is not like the person he say, you know what, I need me a car, man, because I gotta go to the masjid. I need me a car, man, so I can be going to the classes. I need me a car so I can be taking my family to the hospital. I need me a car so I can take my responsibilities. I need me a car so I can help my brothers and sisters in times of need. That is very different for the person that is buying a car for just joyriding. It's very different. This individual, he is buying a car, what? وَأَرَادَ بِهِ Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. He is intending Allah in buying the car. وَأَرَادَ بِهِ الدَّارُ الْآخِرَةِ. In buying the car, he is looking for what he can gain in the hereafter. So therefore, doing these actions that aslan, you won't be rewarded or you won't be held accountable for doing it. Just the action itself. And one of them is like eating or drinking. A person might not be, barakallah fikum, rewarded, but if his intention is to please Allah and his intention is to receive the retribution, yawm al-qiyamati with the Jannah, now it becomes something else. Alaykum salam. Now it becomes something else. Alaykum salam. So the Shaykh Hafidhahullah, we finish this paragraph, bi'idhnillah. He said, أَوْ أَرَادَ بِهِ الدُّنْيَا وَعَاجِلَهَا. Or was he only intended this life and the worldly gain the immediate worldly gain? Is it what he intended? Or was he intended Allah? Was he intended the Darul Akhirah, meaning the Jannah? Or he was just merely intended this life, this present life, وَعَاجِلَهَا, and the small little crumbs that he can get from it. So from that he will lose any possible gain that he could have. وَيَفُوتَهُ الظَّفْرُ بِهِ, and he will not have nothing, not even like a fingernail. Nothing from it. So therefore, فَيَسْأَلُ الْإِنسَانُ نَفْسَهُ, the person will ask himself. He will have introspection. He will ask himself. He will investigate and ask himself in regard to those matters. Barakallahu fikum. على هذا النحو بهذه المراتب, and he will have to ask himself in regard to these actions that he has done, that are from the actions that are mubah and the actions that are the customary actions. What is he intended? If he's intended Allah and the hereafter, then barakallahu fikum, he will be what? He will have a good bargain. But if he is only intended this worldly life and the crumbs and the little profit or benefit that he can have in this worldly life, then that will be his lost. His lost in making a good bargain. And the Shaykh Hafidhahullah, he concluded in this by saying, فَيَسْأَلُ الْإِنسَانُ نَفْسَهُ, that the person will ask himself, مُحَاسِبًا إِيَّاهَا عَلَى هَذَا النَّحْوِ بِهَذِهِ الْمَرَاتِبِ. So he will introspect himself in regard to this level that we're learning, which is the number 6, which is that the salihin, the righteous ones, they fear the destruction of their actions. They fear that their actions to be redundant, null and void. They fear that their actions are null and void, and they don't know. And this is from the most uncommon things during his time. Then how about our time? Where a person will not care about safeguarding his actions. Akhi, some of the Salaf, Ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'een, they will hold a mushaf in the masjid, reading alone. If they hear footsteps coming in, they will hide that mushaf, fearing to be seen. But how about if a person will sit right by the door of the masjid, right by the entrance of the masjid, putting out your good deeds? Akhi, that can trigger that you are looking for the praise of the people. That can trigger that you want the people to see, oh, this is what I'm doing. Keep it hidden. We all study why making the the nawafil is better than at the house. Anybody remember? Na'am, Adam? To run away from riyah. Another one, bisur'ah. Because it is aqrab lil ikhlas. It is closer to be sincere. وصلى الله وسلم على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. If there was any mistake that I have made, and I have done it, please rectify me. May Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala rectify in your affairs. Hassan mentioned one thing, the sur'ah. Yes, Allah is complete and the human being is deficient. Na'am, ahsanta. Naam, that there is no action that you will do except know that you have deficiency in it, Abdullah. The human being should willingly submit to his Creator. Willingly submit to his Creator. And it is by what? By doing what his Creator commands him to do and abstain from what his Creator has asked him to abstain from. Naam, Abu Bakr. Naam, that Allah is the originator of everything. Allah is the originator of everything. Name one that is the originator of everything. Is there any? Only Allah Ta'ala, Abu Bakr. I'm going to take in Abdullah's and Abu Bakr tonight.